Well, Bob, it actually felt pretty nice out there.
Yeah, it was a little bit on
Pleasant.
the drier side at times, and we're going to see a little bit of a change. The humidity will come back as a result of a tropical
Unfortunately.
wave, but it was nice while it lasted. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms will be a little bit more prevalent too, I think, over the upcoming days. Punta Gorda webcam showing a nice sunset for this evening after a few showers moved across the area. There wasn't a whole lot of heavy rainfall for a long duration. The showers and storms scattered about, moving across the Gulf of Mexico. And look at that. Beautiful colors there in the Peace River, very peaceful. It has been riding high, though, the Peace River, as a result of the storm last week. Now, viewer photos, this one from Art Conforti, who's a regular contributor to pics at mysuncoast.com. Nice shot right there, framed of the sailboat with some clouds off in the distance on smooth conditions out there. Tropics fairly quiet, considering we are approaching the peak of hurricane season, and more moisture is going to be moving in. Mainly afternoon storms are in the forecast, at least through the weekend. Things may change a little bit on the timing as we move into Monday and Tuesday as a front moves down over the southeast, but it doesn't appear to be too much of a change. Now look at this, some showers developing at this hour just south of Venice and offshore of Inglewood. In fact, just a little light shower there over land. These will continue to move off toward the west, though if anything develops, it'll be close to coast. And looks like high pressure continues to dominate the weather over the southeast. And with that in mind, we'll see more of an east to southeasterly wind component, which will bring in a little bit more moisture, it looks like, for the next few days. 81 now. Fair skies at the airport. Dew point is at 71. Yesterday at this time, that dew point was at around 68 degrees. So the number has come up a little bit, indicating the increase. And east winds are at 8 miles an hour. The pressure way up there, 30-13. And that continues to rise at this hour. We talk about this tropical wave. You can see it quite clearly. You can see where the winds are going to in the upper levels of the atmosphere. As the storms blow up, you can see now that wind is carrying it off to the east and northeast. That's that shear which is ripping through this tropical wave, not allowing it to develop, thankfully. We don't need any more tropical systems around, and it looks like we'll see an increase in moisture, but not much. This is the wind shear forecast as we take a look at what's happening on Thursday. The blue area indicates a hostile environment for any kind of tropical development, and you can see that covers the Bahamas and much of the Gulf of Mexico, even more so on Friday. So that's the reason why we don't expect or anticipate that system to develop in anything significant. Now, as far as the tropical satellite imagery goes, there are some areas the Hurricane Center is monitoring. In fact, one in particular right here came off the coast of Africa a couple of days ago, and now it has a little bit better chance of developing as it makes its way off toward the west and then eventually toward the northwest. Now, if it doesn't really strengthen into too much, it looks as though this system may stay on a more westerly course and could have an impact down the road. But most models are indicating that it will go into the open waters of the Atlantic, where it will eventually be just a concern for shipping interests there in the central Atlantic. Well, that water vapor imagery showing a little push of dry air. You see that in the latest satellite imagery down to the south. So it may be in place. It should be a nice start to tomorrow morning. Very comfortable conditions here. And then we'll see an increase in shower and thunderstorm activity, especially on Friday. Tomorrow, the model's indicating a few scattered showers late in the afternoon and evening. And then as we push through time here on Friday, football Friday night may have a little issue for tomorrow night, or I should say Friday night, as a result of more showers and storms depicted in the forecast model. Beach and boating weather. Seas running 2 feet or less with a light chop out there. Winds out of the east, turning to the northeast. UV index will be high. Tides upcoming. The next high tide at 4:36 and a low tide at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The forecast for tonight, a coastal isolated shower possible, otherwise partly cloudy and seasonal. We'll have lows in the mid-70s tomorrow. A little bit more coverage, a high of 91. The storms may stick around a little longer, too. And the 7-day forecast calls for a good chance for showers and storms, which is still typical for this time of year, with those afternoon and evening storms lasting through Wednesday.